TMNT Universe is meant for adult collectors and Ninja Turtles fans. Welcome to TMNT Universe, I'm Ultramex. New York Toy Fair 2020 is well underway and there are a lot of reveals. So much to go through. So, let's go!
It's the #1 source for Turtles fans, with reviews and news. TMNT Universe.
But I'm telling you, it was one of you, only smaller.
Nah, sorry, dude. This is the only size we come in.
How's it going? New York Toy Fair 2020 has kicked off this weekend, and already amazing amount of stuff has been shown. So there's a lot to get into. Mostly NECA has kind of won the show, in my opinion. But we're going to hit all the other ones and give you all the news that there is to tell. So let's start off with Playmates Toys and see what they had to offer.
Nothing! Absolutely nothing!
Unfortunately, that's true. Playmates had no Ninja Turtles to show this year. I feel like this is the definitive sign that Rise of the TMNT is dead. There was a rumor going around, and I can't find any confirmation of it, but Playmates will be involved with Nickelodeon for an announcement of a new iteration of Ninja Turtles in the spring. I'll have more information on that as it develops, but right now, that's just speculation. So let's move on to something a little less depressing and a lot more exciting.
Didn't we see these guys on WrestleMania?
Are these guys awesome or what? I know a lot of us have been waiting for them, and finally we get to see them, Toka and Roz. And just as I was hoping, they are in scale to the other movie figures, so they will tower over the 4 turtles just like they do in the movie. Some other bonus details, especially with Toka, he has articulated eyebrows so he can get all those expressive looks he has in the film, plus an articulated beak and an articulated jaw. So there's a lot of poses you're going to be able to get out of this guy. And here we have Razar decked out in his junkyard armor. He's going to come with an articulated jaw, and he has very articulated fingers. Articulated enough to hold a traditional pre-fight donut. Toka and Razar will come with the TGRI canister as well as the Simply Donuts pre-fight donut box, including a crushed donut with the Retro Mutagen Ice Cube inside. They'll also come with a steel pipe and a wooden plank that they were playing with in the film. In bigger news, literally, they gave us Super Shredder. Now this is just a painted resin sculpture with no articulation cut in, but it's already off to a great start. Both of these sets will release in the summer, but before that we're going to jump back to the 1990 movie with Disguised Raph and Casey Jones. Raph will have a hat and cloth trench coat similar to the quarter scale figure, and right now it looks like Casey Jones has a non-removable mask, but hopefully we get a better look at the figure, and maybe there's a Casey Jones face underneath. They'll also be re-releasing all the previous movie figures in 2-pack form as well, with one big change. Before they were at GameStop, but now they'll be exclusive to Walmart. And these new 2-packs will continue releasing about every 4 to 6 weeks throughout the year. There's also a few surprises supposedly releasing in these packs, but they're going to make us wait for those. Probably not too long, since the 30th anniversary of the original movie is this March. We were also shown some of the video game figures. Nothing we haven't really seen before, with the exception of a couple of new foot soldiers maybe will be coming with Wave 3. We should find out soon, since Wave 2 should be shipping in a couple of months. Now the bulk of the video is going to be about these guys right here. Question is, where do I start?
The story of my young friends and I is really the story of a man named Hamato Yoshi.
That's way too far back. I'm going to start with some new additions to the Toon line with this guy right here. Krang's Android Body Deluxe or Ultimate figure. This figure is in scale to the other turtle figures, and I believe he'll be coming with a larger Krang figure, not pictured here. And I think this is the one from the Bubble Walker pack or the Shredder and Krang 2-pack. He also comes with his interchangeable hand weapons, and I believe he also comes with the Fountain of Youth Shredder.
Krang, you've got to help me! I need to grow up! I've been trying to tell you that for years!
Also in the Ultimate range, we'll have the Deluxe Metal Head that we've seen previously, and the Ultimate Foot Soldier Pack, which should come with a ton of accessories and an Alpha 1 head. The packaging for these Ultimates is supposed to be pretty cool too. It's supposed to resemble the VHS cases from the original Ninja Turtle cartoon releases, similar to how they made a box for the San Diego Comic-Con movie figures. The first of these Ultimates to see release should be Metalhead in the spring alongside the rest of Wave 3. Having these larger format figures is exciting because it means there's a possibility we can get characters like Chrome Dome in the proper scale. Hopefully, we'll see him at San Diego.
This is Lord Drang, calling General Drag in Dimension X. Are you there?
I am here, my lord.
Rounding out the crew from Dimension X, we have a few of the figures I managed to predict correctly. We have a cartoon version of General Trag, which looks fantastic, and for the first time anywhere, we have a figure version of Lieutenant Granitor. Both of these guys look awesome. I can't wait to get them. And again, hopefully I can get some neutrinos to finish out this set. Leaving the Technodrome going topside, I guess it'll be easiest to start from the top down.
I claim this planet in the name of the Triceraton Empire.
In a surprise I don't think any of us were expecting, we're not just getting one Triceraton, but we're gonna get 3. In addition to the Triceraton Warrior that was shown off at San Diego, we'll also be getting Captain Zorax and a Triceraton Commander. Being someone who grew up with the Mirage comics, the Triceratons have always been some of my favorite characters, and I am crazy excited to have these figures. Sliding over a bit, we have the TV antenna from the Super Bebop Mighty Rocksteady episode of the cartoon. This is a possible addition to the diorama, or possibly a new diorama coming. There's nothing concrete about this at this time, but I'm excited to see this.
No container can hold me.
Here we have Baxter Stockman, and speaking of scale, he is smaller than your average figure. And if we look closely, we can see a couple of familiar accessories. Like Z, the alien spaceship computer, and Baxter's best friend, there's also a Mutazoo Ray from the Season 3 episode Bye Bye Fly. And strategically placed between Baxter and April is
A Doku plant?
I think the turtles are really cute, but what's wrong?
Dropping down to street level, we have Master Splinter. Finally, if any of you have ever watched my videos, you know that I say no set is complete without all 4 turtles, April O'Neil, and Master Splinter. It looks like some of his accessories are going to be the Renaissance art book and one of the scrolls of Shibano-sama, possibly teaching the Curly maneuver. And it's just a guess, but I think he's going to come with this retro mutagen ray as well. So that's all the figures that were new this year, and I still can't get over how awesome this entire display was. And in fact, it's peppered with a bunch of accessories. I'm not sure which figures they come with, but let's go over some of those Easter eggs right now.
What do you think you're doing, Donatello? We're watching something.
Yeah, an Ace Duck Film Festival.
Scattered all throughout this display are vintage Ace Duck movie posters. This is a great addition, and at this point I've been trained by Randy and NECA to consider everything a hint to what's to come, so maybe we're gonna get Ace Duck next.
He's been turned into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Gerbil.
And here we have Michelangelo after suffering the effects of the Mutazoo Ray. There are a few other accessories laying around that might hint at some future figures, like the Mutashooter that was shown off a couple of months ago. Does that mean we're going to get Napoleon, Colossus of the Swamp? Also, there was this tiny rat hidden behind the Animalizer Ray. Maybe that means Rat King. And this tiny rat figure wasn't the smallest accessory in this display. That honor goes to Shredder. I'm guessing he's going to come with Baxter Stockman. That would be fitting. But I love it when they place these little Easter eggs throughout the display and that they dig deep with the accessories for the figures. No other line really does that. So that was an awesome showing this year by NECA, but I guess that wraps it up for the Target exclusive Toon figures.
And let's not forget, Joe Eyeball.
Actually, there is one more thing. The guys over at Fwoosh managed to keep their eyes peeled and got a look of a hiding Joe Eyeball. So, McMahon's next? I guess we'll find out at San Diego. NECA did have one more thing to show, and that is a quarter-scale, cartoon-style Raphael. I'm not sure how far this line's going to go since we've only seen this one, but it looks like he'll be available in the summer. Besides the Psy and the single slice of pizza, he'll also come with an alternate head, a whole pizza, and an open and closing turtle comp. I personally don't collect the quarter scale figures because I'm running out of space, but this guy is awesome. Also, seeing this guy makes me realize I need some happier alternate heads for my 1/12 scale figures. NECA showed off a lot and I couldn't be happier. And I know that it sounds greedy, but there will never be enough turtle figures, so I guess we'll have to wait till Comic-Con to see what else is coming out, or hopefully they'll do another fan event. But moving on over to SuperSeven, not a lot was shown this year, but they did show a few things. We got some looks at some of the new reaction figures, Undercover Donatello and Space Cadet Raph, April O'Neil, Master Splinter, Baxter Stockman, and Krang and the Bubble Walker. There wasn't a lot in the way of news for the Ultimate Turtle line, but I wasn't expecting that since they basically released Wave 2 just before Toy Fair. But while Brian Flynn wasn't busy breaking the Shredder figure, he did find time to give us a few pieces of information. Like we found out the fact that, unlike the original figure, Mutagen Man will not hold water. It has to do with the more advanced articulation, but the guts inside will be fully painted and the other small items will be able to go inside the figure. And even though the original Playmates figure of Bebop came with a pink face, some people have complained about it, so Brian Flynn let us know that there will be an alternate head without the pink overspray. So hopefully everyone will be happy. He also went on to tell us the first figure that will be in the next wave. We're getting McMahon, and I'm really excited by this. I love the weirder characters throughout Turtles history. There's a couple of questions I have though. Hopefully he will have his slime play action, and hopefully the figure comes with some slime. The other question is, same thing I asked about the NECA version, will Joe Eyeball be articulated or a solid piece of plastic? And thirdly, a personal thing I want, make him stink. I know it may put some people off, but I think it would be a very funny and kind of cool play feature. Just like NECA, I think SuperSeven's killing it. Whatever they keep putting out, I'm going to keep getting. There's a lot of nostalgia rolled up in this, but these are really good-looking figures. I can't wait to get them in my hands to actually see if they hold up to how they look, but time will tell. Hopefully we don't have to wait too much longer for them to ship and to get the information on the next wave. Other than the big guys there, we got a couple of surprises. Jada Toys showed off some of their die-cast metal turtle figures, and those look really cool. Plus, Super Impulse put out some micro action figures in their world's smallest line. I think these are releasing in May. They look awesome. I kind of want to put them in the hands of some of my larger Ninja Turtle action figures, but these are a definite buy for me. And Tiny Arcade is also going to be releasing a TMNT arcade cabinet. Again, another absolute buy. All of this stuff looks awesome, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Well, that does it for my Toy Fair 2020 recap. That was a lot of stuff. I'm looking forward to all of it. I hope you are too. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's been exciting, and now I need a short break. So that's all I have for today. Later, dudes.
You, September O'Neil?
You mean April? Do I look like April?
Where is she?
Why should I tell you?
Because I'm a big fly.
Hey guys, if you liked the video, don't forget to kick that like button, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I upload every Turtle Tuesday, so you can always come back to see what's new. You can also check me out on various social media, links in the description. And as always, for all things Turtles, check TMNT Universe.